Good evening, students, and warm welcome. Congratulations to you for your great performance till date. We are doing the revision lectures as well as large number of question answer sessions and quiz are being played by the students directly. And the score of the students is till date 99.9%. So you are very amazing results, giving great results, students. So when you do good in these exams, it proves that you are learning a lot. And these are very important questions which we are discussing, students. These questions will help you in all the exams which you will appear. And we have selected questions for competitions, for your ninth class, for your board classes, and this will also help you learn and revise the subject very clearly. The today's purpose is a quiz is coming before us, student. The topic is matter around a sphere. Last time the score was 99 out of 100 by the students. We will like to see what we do this time. Just to give you a small revision, student. The question is matter around a sphere? What is your answer, student? Is matter around are you pure or it is something different? What do you mean by pure, students? Tell me, most of the substances which you are using at home, are they pure, students? Or what are they? What are they, students? Keep on answering and interacting now. Are the substances around you pure or they are mixtures, students?
So they are mixtures.
Okay, they are mixtures. And you know what is the definition of a solution, student? When I say it is a solution, solution means what? What is a solution? What is a solution, students? Solution is
The um, the solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more components.
absolutely right answer given by Vidhi. I thank you very much. The heat is coming up. We are warming up session. Before the game starts, player do warm up exercises, students. So if you are a player, if you are participating in any game, you are doing some exercises before the match begins. So before the quiz begins, student, then students, um, how do you express the concentration of solution? You know about that? What you use for expressing the concentration of the solutions? How do you express the concentration of the solutions in your chapter of matter around a sphere? What are you using?
The um, the first step is to multiply the molarity by the molar mass, and
Okay,
then the second step is to divide the concentration expressed.
okay, mass percentage. Okay, and you are aware of there how many types of solutions are there? Suspension, colloidal solution. What are colloidal solution, students? What are colloidal solutions? Can you give any example of a colloidal solution?
The solution in which the size of solute particle is intermediate between those in true solution.
Okay.
And example are soap solution, starch solution.
Okay. Thank you very much for answering that question, students. So most of the time we are dealing with mixtures and we will like to do the separation of the mixtures. There are different methods which are used for the separation of mixtures, which you have been told in this chapter, students. So, for example, what methods we have used for separation of mixtures? Can you tell me one or two methods which are used for separation of mixture, students? One or two methods which you will use for separation of mixtures.
So centrifugation.
Okay.
sublimation,
Okay.
evaporation,
Okay.
filtration,
distillation.
Okay. All right. I thank you, Anya Vidhi, for your good answers. And it appears to me you are fully prepared. So that warm-up exercise is over. Coming to the quiz, question number 1 is on the screen, students. And first question. What is the name of metal which exists in liquid state at room temperature?
Some mercury.
Mercury. Okay, such a fast answer coming from students that shows the confidence of the student. Mercury is the correct answer. And Anya getting full marks for that. Question number 2 on the screen, students. When the liquid is spun rapidly, the denser particles are forced to the bottom and lighter particles stay at the top. This principle is used in
the
So
centrifugation.
centrifugation.
excellent, correct answer. You see that the questions are like this. If you will read the question, you will get many more answers. If the question is what is centrifugation, that answer is when a liquid is spun rapidly, denser particles are forced to the bottom and lighter particles at the top. This is the principle of centrifugation, students. There is a question in the paper. What is the principle of centrifugation? The answer is the one which we have given. Thank you very much. Our answer is absolutely right. One full mark for that to all the students. Next question on the screen. What is the name of metal which exists in liquid state at room temperature?
The bromine.
Okay. Name of the metal. Name of the metal which exists in liquid state at room temperature. We already answered that question.
Sir, it is mercury.
Okay. What is the name of the non-metal? Let me put it this question this way. What is the name of the non-metal which exists in liquid at room temperature? Now we have changed the question from metal to non-metal. What is your answer, students, now? Which non-metal exists in liquid state at room temperature? You already answered that question. Partially you have given the answer.
Sir, bromine.
Yes, that liquid bromine. Bromine is a non-metal, liquid bromine. So we are two student. It exists as liquid at room temperature. That is the correct answer. Therefore, you are getting one full mark for that also, students. All the questions will help us in understanding the chapter and help us in appearing different exams at different places. Which of the following is not a metalloid, student? Metalloid.
The
Sir,
tungsten.
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 Yes, sir.
Okay, correct answer has been given. You know that boron, silicon, and germanium, student. Boron, silicon, and germanium, they are called metalloids, student. What are metalloids? What are metalloids, students? Those which have properties intermediate between metals and non-metals. So those
Yes, sir.
elements are called metalloids. And you know, silicon chips, you already know. Boron, silicon, germanium are in great use, students, as semiconductors and find excellent use in electronics. Okay, correct answer. If we put camphor in an open container, its amounts keep on decreasing due to.
Sir,
The
sublimation.
sublimation.
Okay, such a spontaneous answer is coming. We have told you, student, certain substances undergo sublimation. What is the definition of sublimation, students? What is sublimation? What is sublimation, students? How do you define sublimation? Question could be like this. What is sublimation, students?
The sublimation is the phenomenon of change of solid directly to gas.
Okay, very good, very good. That is the correct answer. Any other substances which undergo sublimation? They sublime student, they convert from solid to the gaseous form directly. This is the correct answer. You are aware of some more substances, students, which undergo sublimation.
The camphor.
Okay, camphor is already on the screen. All right, that is already a correct answer given by you students. So we are cutting to the next question, student. Heterogeneous mixture in which solute particles do not dissolve and remain suspended throughout the solvent, and solute particles can be seen with a naked eye is known as colloidal
Sir,
solution.
suspension.
Okay, correct answer. That answer is absolutely correct answer. So we have given a distinction between, we defined student solutions, then we told colloidal solution, three, and we told you suspension student, and these are the ones which have largest size. These particles will settle down slowly and slowly, and they can be seen by the naked eye. Can you give me example of a suspension student? Example of a suspension. Do you have an example of a suspension student?
The mixture of chalk and water.
Correct answer, mud, water, chalk. All these are example of suspension students. An example of colloidal solution you have already given. Milk in milk is also a colloidal solution, and that's example of a solution. Solution, if you put sugar in water or salt in water, it dissolves students. So that is okay. We are learning more and more things from every question. That is our point. The questions could be changed, no problem. We will be able to answer them in any way. Question number 7 on the screen for you students. In the tincture of iodine, find the solute and the solvent.
The B part. Iodine is the solute and alcohol is the solvent.
Correct answer given by Vidhi student. You are getting full marks for this. You already know when we told about solutions in this chapter, there is a solute and a solvent student. What is the definition of a solute students? What is a solute? What is the definition of the solute students? In a solution, you have to compare.
The
Huh?
so the substance which is dissolved in a liquid to make a solution is called solute.
Okay. Any other definition from Anya? Solute means usually solute is present in larger or smaller amount.
Sir, it
Sir,
is
in less
present in smaller amount.
Okay, finally that we have learned clearly, student. And we will do questions later on also on this to express the concentrations of the solution. Mass percentage and volume percentage was used in this chapter. We are aware of that. Okay, so all the questions correct. The continuous zigzag movement of colloidal particle in dispersion medium is called student dispersion, Tyndall effect, Brownian movement, oscillation.
Sub-Brownian movement.
The zigzag movement of colloidal particles. That is the correct answer. The particles, you know what are they doing? If you see with a microscope, they are moving in a zigzag motion, student. And this is what is called Brownian movement, student. He was a biologist and he studied the movement of these particles. So the Brownian movement. Okay, absolutely right answer given by Anya. Next question on the screen, students. A pure substance which is made up of only one kind of atom cannot be broken into two or more simpler substances by physical or chemical means is referred to as
Sir, an
Sir,
element.
element.
which is made up of only one kind of atom element is the correct answer. Cannot be broken into two or more by physical or chemical means. Correct answer has been given, students. How many elements are there in the periodic table now? Have you seen the modern periodic table, students? What is the list? How long is the list now? How many have been listed? You can see around 118
The
elements.
118.
Okay, 118 elements have been shown. You know that there are many elements which have not been discovered and they have been put after 92, after only 92 are those which are natural occurring elements. Rest are those which are prepared by man in nuclear reactions. They are very short lives. They are not stable, students. They are not stable. Therefore, when it is not stable, it cannot be isolated. It cannot exist, but it may be formed and used within the nuclear reactions or nuclear reactors. Okay, thank you very much. Good. So far, so good. Next question on the screen, students. Which of the following non-metal is a good conductor of electricity?
Sir, graphite.
Aluminium, silicon, graphite is the absolutely right answer. You know that in the carbon, graphite is made up of carbon, yes or no? Carbon, carbon is a non-metal, graphite is a non-metal, students. And the lead pencils which you are using, they are graphite. What is the reason for this, student? Do you know the reason for this? That why it is a good conductor of electricity? Do you have an answer to that also, students? You already got a mark for that. You know there are free electrons in it. Whenever there are free electrons, student, they can move and conduct electricity. Conduct electricity. When we will study in the next year, student, the structure of graphite and diamond, there you will see that answer. Free electrons are there, therefore it can conduct electricity. Your answer is correct. Which of the following property does not describe a compound, student? It is composed of two or more elements. It is a pure substance. It cannot be separated into constituent by physical means. The fourth choice. It is mixed in any proportion by mass, students. That is the right.
Third part.
Sir, it is mixed in any proportion by mass.
Correct answer given by Anya and Vidhi. So confident answer. Absolutely right. And full marks for that, student. You have been told when a compound is formed, student, it has a definite composition and the elements are combined, student, and cannot be separated by physical means. And it has two or more elements in it and it is a pure substance. Only two pure substances we have told you, element or compounds. Element is a pure, compound is pure. Rest you see we have said all mixtures, all mixtures. Okay. Very good answers have been given till now, students. Confidence is building. The match is going so good. You are score full marks for that. Next question on the screen. When two liquids do not mix, they form two separate layers and are known as.
Sir, immiscible liquids.
Okay, correct answer. Correct answer. You have seen the, you know what is used for this such separation? What method is that? What is it called? What do you use to separate these two layers, student? To separate these two layers, what method you use, student? You know it, what you use. There is a diagram in the NCRT book also of that method. When two separate layers are there, how do you separate oil and water? You have oil and water, student.
Sir, by separating funnel.
Okay, that is what I mean. You have seen student separating funnel, and by this method, student, what you see? You have seen the separating funnel students. The picture has been a little bit. So what you see here, student, that you will see two separate layers, and then they can be separated, student. Two separate layers will be visible. The two can be separated by using a separating funnel, student. You are aware of that. That if kerosene oil and water can be separated by this method. The less dense will float on the top of the more dense liquid. By this way, it becomes possible to separate them. You have seen it. Next question, student. How one can separate ammonium chloride? How can one separate ammonium chloride from a mixture containing ammonium chloride and sodium chloride?
Sir, by
The
sublimation.
Okay, that is the correct answer, student. Which one will sublime, student? Out of the two, ammonium chloride and NaCl, solid. So when you will heat it, student, what happens? This is a mixture. You have a funnel on the top of this, student. What happens then? You heat it, student. Heat it by burner, student. Then what happens? When you heat it, which substance sublimes in this? Which substance will sublime? Ammonium chloride sublimes or NaCl sublimes, students? Which compound will undergo sublimation out of the two, students? Ammonium chloride sublimes or NaCl sublimes? You know that ammonium chloride sublimes, and this will get collected on this funnel, student, and funnel can be removed, and then you will get ammonium chloride. Correct answer. Next question on the screen, students. The amount of solute present per unit volume per unit mass of the solution is known as amount of solute present per unit volume or per unit mass of the solution.
Sir, composition of solute.
Composition of the solute, concentration of the solvent, concentration of the solute, or concentration of the solution. Four choices are there, student. What is your answer, Vidhi? Your time is running out,
the
student.
concentration of a solution.
That is the correct answer. Concentration of the solution, students. Concentration of solution is expressed by many methods. So how much solute is present in a unit volume or unit mass of the solvent? That is what we call as is a method to express the concentration of the solution. Okay. Next question on the screen. According to the definition of pure substance, which of the following is a pure substance?
Sir, all of these.
All of these: ice, mercury, iron, all of these. Okay, that is the correct answer, student. They are all pure substances. Okay, till now, student, your score 15 out of 15. Okay. Okay, student, more questions are coming. More questions are coming. Air is regarded as a mixture because,
So its
Sir,
composition
its composition may vary.
okay, its pressure may vary, its temperature may change, its volume change under different conditions. Yes, its composition may vary. We already told you in the definition of mixtures that they have variable composition. Mixtures have variable composition. Therefore, your answer is correct. You are given one full mark for that. Student, next question on the screen. Which of the following is a compound?
Sir,
Stainless
D
steel,
part,
bronze,
hydrogen sulfur.
green. Which one?
D part,
D part, hydrogen sulfide. Okay, that is correct answer, which is H2S, students. H2S is a compound. What is stainless steel? What is stainless steel? What is bronze? What is graphite, student? The stainless steel is an alloy. Bronze is also an alloy. Graphite, you know, is an element carbon, and this is a compound. Correct answer. Correct answer. Okay. So every question to be understood very clearly. Every question involves science to students, and what we are learning science. And once you learn it, it will be very easy. Next class will be very easy. The level of science will keep on increasing. We will read and study more and more things. Student, you can appear in any competition like NTSC, Olympiad, or any scholarship paper also. You will be succeeding. That is why so many variety of questions are being asked, students. The process used to separate oil and water is
Sir, separating fun.
okay. We already told you, but the diagram was not that good, students. Now we'll make a better one because it just the board was shaking. Okay. All right, student. Separating funnel, student. You will get two separate layers. Correct answer has been given one full mark for that separating funnel. Next question on the screen, student. In which of the following the constituents are present in any ratio?
sir, A part, mixture.
Mixture, compound, solution, colloid.
Sir, mixture.
Okay, correct answer. That is the definition of mixture. We already told you that in mixture the composition, the constituents can be present in any ratio. One full mark for that, students, to you. One full mark. Okay, so far all the answers you have given are correct. Next question. We'll go to the next question, students. A mixture of common salt, sulfur, sand, and iron filling is shaken with carbon disulfide and filtered through a filter paper. The filtrate is evaporated to dryness in a china dish. What will be left in the dish after evaporation, students?
Sir, B part, sulfur.
Sulfur.
Yes, sir.
So you have common salt, sulfur. Common salt is NaCl, sulfur and iron filings, and you putting in carbon disulfide is a solvent. Filter. What will happen, student, when you filter? ठीक है? The carbon disulfide, only sulfur will dissolve in it. Sulfur dissolves in carbon disulfide, and then the two will be separated from this. You will evaporate, then this liquid will be evaporated and sulfur will be left. That is the correct answer given by Vidhi and Anya. Next question on the screen. Two substances A and B, when brought together, form a substance C with the evolution of heat. The properties of C are entirely different from A and B. The substance C is compound, element, mixture, none of the other students.
Sir, A part, a compound.
Yes, we already told you when compound, how the compounds are formed, students. And the reactions are exothermic. Usually they are accompanied by evolution of heat, and properties of compound are totally different from properties of the element, student. If I take hydrogen plus oxygen to form H2O, you know that these properties are totally different. Hydrogen gas, and this is a liquid. This is totally different properties. That is a compound, student. Then answer is correct. Next question is coming before us, student. Camphor can be purified by.
So sublimation.
Okay. We already told you the sublimation camphor and naphthalene balls. All these substances undergo sublimation. Ammonium chloride. That is the correct answer. We have shown you the picture also, diagram also, how we separate them, students. Next question is coming before the screen, student. Which one of the following will result in formation of a mixture?
Sir, adding milk in water.
Crushing marble, breaking of ice, adding sodium in water, adding milk in water is the correct answer. Student, when you add milk in water, what you get is a mixture, student. There's nothing here. You have only broken it. Nothing, no new substance has been formed. You have broken ice into small pieces. Nothing physically, only physically you have broken it. There's nothing. Sodium will react with water, immediately explode with water. Okay, that is the correct answer. Up to now, all answers correct. Next question on the screen for our students. Purity of a solid substance can be checked by.
Sir, B part, melting point.
Okay, what is the melting point of a pure substance? When a substance is pure, student, and what will happen to the melting point if it is impure? The melting point of a pure substance, you know, if the substance is pure, student, it has a sharp melting point. So whatever is the temperature, at one temperature, the entire substance will melt. If it is impure, then there is a range of the melting point. It will start melting and will take more time. Okay, correct answer. Next question on the screen, student. A mixture of ethanol and water can be separated by. A mixture of ethanol and water can be separated by, students. You have to liquids.
So fractional distillation.
Okay, that is the correct answer. When the boiling point, one is distillation and other is fractional distillation. We have told you. When the boiling point difference is smaller, then what do you use? Fractional distillation. When the boiling point difference is large, student, then you will use what method? Distillation. So how much was the range of that which was given in the book, student? What is the range of the temperatures? If that difference in boiling points is less than 25 K student, then what we use? Fractional distillation. So this is also the right answer given by Anya. The answer is absolutely right. Next question on the screen, students. Salt can be obtained from seawater by,
The evaporation.
Sir, evaporation.
yes, that is how they make salt from the sea. If you have ever seen it, water evaporates and seawater contains large amount of salt which you are eating, student, at homes. So evaporation is the right answer. Water evaporates, salt remains. Seawater, your seawater contains lot of salt, saline. Next question on the screen. A sample contains two substances and has uniform properties. The sample is,
Sir, homogeneous mixture.
sample contains two substances and has uniform properties. Anya, Vidhi, what is your answer?
The D part, a homogeneous.
Okay, all the students give the same answer. It is a homogeneous mixture. Answer is absolutely right. When we talked about heterogeneous mixtures, their composition is non-uniform, and we said homogeneous mixtures have a uniform composition. You can put sodium chloride in water, salt in water, sugar in water, it dissolves. And it is a uniform mixing, student. That is a correct answer. Correct answer. Okay, next question is coming on the screen, students. A mixture of ZnCl2 and PbCl2 can be separated, student, can be separated
Sir,
The
crystallization.
crystallization.
by,
Crystallization.
Crystallization.
okay, absolutely right answer. This is, you know what happens? These two substances, they are mixed, heated, and saturated solutions formed. Hot solutions are cooled. Hot solutions are cooled, student, and then crystals will start appearing. So that is called crystallization process. Crystals will start forming, and you get one full mark for this student. Crystallization is taking place. Okay. Next question on the screen, students. A mixture of methyl alcohol and acetone can be separated by,
So,
Fractional
fractional
distillation.
distillation.
okay, fractional distillation, students. There are two things he has given because the boiling points have not been mentioned. Boiling points have not been mentioned. So whenever the boiling point is less than 25 K, then the fractional distillation is there. That is the correct answer. A mixture of sand and sulfur may be best separated by,
The D part, dissolving in CS2 and filtering.
okay. What is your answer, Anya?
Sir, D part.
All right, students, your answers are absolutely right because you know that sulfur is soluble in carbon disulfide and filtering. And sand is not soluble in carbon disulfide, and you will filter them. Sand will remain behind, sulfur will be there, then you will evaporate. Carbon disulfide will evaporate, sulfur will be there. That is the correct answer, student. Next question on the screen, students, from matter and surroundings. Which component of the mixture iron sulfur react with the dilute HCl and gives hydrogen gas, students?
The iron, B part.
Iron,
Yes, sir.
okay. You know that metals react with acids, and you know what happens. Metal will form metal salts plus hydrogen gas. So iron is the right answer. Fe will react with HCl and liberate hydrogen gas. This is the correct answer given by Vidhi and Anya answer correct. Next question is coming before us, students. Which of the following is considered to be a pure substance? You have
The
granite,
B part.
sodium chloride, muddy water, milk of magnesium.
So B part, sodium chloride.
Sodium chloride. Granite
Yes.
has, what is granite? You know what is granite? Granite, which flooring we used for flooring also granite, students. It has a limestone and so many other things may be present in that. NaCl is a compound when our pure substances are what? Compounds or elements. Pure substances, when we talk to student, pure substances are elements or compounds. Very clear? Wherever any question you get. Clear? Confident?
Yes, sir.
So I'm so happy that you people are so well prepared and you understood the chapter so well. I mean, all questions you are answering correctly. Not even one mistake is coming. Okay. Physical properties of a mixture vary with the amount of substance, depend on the volume, depend on the organization, may vary depending upon its components. What is your answer, student? Your time is running out, students.
The D part.
D part, vary depending upon its component. Yes. Yes, if the components will be changed, what will happen? Then the physical properties will change. But it doesn't matter you take smaller amount or larger amount. Physical properties, color is not changing, student, if I take smaller or larger amount of a mixture. And depending on the volume of the substance, also nothing. Okay, that is the correct answer. Next question on the screen, students. Compounds are
The D part
can
are different kinds of atoms chemically combined by each other.
okay contain only one type of element. Compounds are different kinds of atom chemically combined with each. That is the definition which we gave for a compound, student. It is the correct answer. When atoms will combine chemically, if you have iron and sulfur, student, it is a mixture. But if you heat it, what happens? Then they form a new compound, iron sulfide, new compound when you heat it. So there is a, they have combined chemically, chemical combination takes place, student, they react. All right, that is the correct answer, student. 1 mark for that. White gold is used in jewelry, contains two elements, gold and palladium. Jeweler has two different samples that are both identical in appearance and have a uniform composition throughout. What can be said about the samples, students?
So they are homogeneous mixtures and can be classified as metallic alloys.
Okay, the materials are heterogeneous. The samples have variable composition. The samples are heterogeneous mixture. 4 out of the 4, which is the correct choice? Vidhi, what is your answer?
The A part. They are homogeneous mixtures and be classified as a metallic.
That is the correct answer. Homogeneous mixtures always have the same composition, uniform composition through, and this is what they are doing, formation of alloys. We have read about what the alloys are, student. Alloys are homogeneous mixtures and have uniform composition. Even in gold, You are mixing copper, student. 24 karat gold is pure, cannot be used for jewelry making, so they have to mix in that copper. That is the correct answer, students. They are metallic alloys. Get one full mark for that, students. Okay, all right. Next question, students. To prepare iron sulfide by heating a mixture of iron and sulfur, we should use.
So
The
China dish.
China dish.
Okay, China dish. China dish is a dish which can be heated at high temperatures. It will not crack. This doesn't crack. It can be heated. China dish. Okay, that is the correct answer. If you use something else, then that can break with the temperature, students, or it may react with iron or sulfur powder. Therefore, we don't use them. Next question on the screen, student. Which of the following is an example of heterogeneous substance?
The D part, candle.
So candle.
Bottled water. Water is a compound. Table salt is a compound. Copper is a pure substance. Heterogeneous substance. Candle. Candle contains what? In the candle, wax and some other substances. What is wax? Wax has got some chemical compounds in it. Mixture. Wax is a mixture of hydrocarbons, paraffins, what they call as a mixture actually. There is more than one substance. Mixture of substances. There is a mixture of substances, students. And that is what we call as heterogeneous substance. That is the correct answer, students. Next question on the screen, student. Which of the following is example of homogeneous substance?
So copper sulfate.
Which of the following is example of homogeneous substance? You have granite. Granite contains different types of substances. It could be heterogeneous at different points. Copper sulfate is a compound, student. Candy also has many things, muddy water. So copper sulfate is the only correct answer. Here you are getting one full mark for. Next question on the screen, student. Which flow chart correctly describes a homogeneous material? Then
The D part,
3 layer,
unknown boiling and 1 temperature.
unknown filtration, 2 substances, unknown magnet, 2 substances, unknown boiling, 1 temperature. Okay. So if you will boil, student, it will boil at 1 temperature. That is the correct answer. Unknown boiling at 1 temperature, student. This is unknown boiling at 1 temperature is the correct answer. You are getting one full mark for that. Unknown boiling at 1 temperature. This is also correct answer, students. Okay. Next question on the screen for our students. A student is given a mixture of iron, filling and sulfur in the ratio 1:2 by weight, was then asked to heat the mixture over flame and observe the color change. The student will observe the mixture becomes
So black.
black, gray, yellow, orange.
The
So
black.
Black?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The iron will form a compound, students. Iron will form a compound with this, and that compound is a sulfide of iron. Sulfide of iron is nothing. Student, iron sulfide is what color? Black in color. Okay, that is the correct answer, students. Therefore, students, you have here you have 25 out of 25 marks, and total you have 25. 15 plus 25, 40 marks. Total marks, students, 40, and you get 40 out of 40, 100%. So all answers are correct, and great. Whoa, excellent performance. Therefore, student, is the time to celebrate. Is a wonderful performance, amazing result of the students. You scored 100 out of 100. All the answers were given in a before 1 minute time period and correct. Can I believe it that the chapter of matter and surrounding is absolutely understood by you, and you have no difficulty in the topic of matter and is the matter around us pure? All this have been clearly understood and questions could be solved by you. So is matter around us pure? You have been understood, as well as with questions we become better and better because we understand. The reason we keep such questions is that questions can be changed to students in different papers, but then we will be able to do them now because we know the basics of this chapter. We know the science of matter around us is pure or not. So I once again congratulate you and thank you for such a great performance. How do
Thank
you
you,
feel
sir.
about this test? Tell me, are you happy?
Yes, sir.
All right, celebrate and say, okay, good, good. My best wishes. It's a good year to start, new year, and great performances are coming. And keep it up. Next time we will meet with another quiz and let us see how well you will do. Okay, then.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Bye
you,
bye.
sir.
I'll meet you in my next class. Keep on sharing our videos with your friends, students, and we want that your performance should reach more and more people, and more students should benefit from the course, from the videos. It takes a lot of time to make these videos. It is very hardworking job. Therefore, we request you that you will subscribe our channels and ask your friends to subscribe it because we are going to do all the chapters, all the questions, all important topics, so we can help students for different topics. Okay, thank you very much. Anya Vidhi, I thank you for interacting and answering questions in a very brilliant way. Okay, bye bye.